In a bold move that could reshape the American education system, President Donald Trump is reportedly preparing to sign an executive order aimed at dismantling the Department of Education. The order, which could be signed this week, marks the beginning of what Trump hopes will be a dramatic reduction in the size of the federal government. This controversial decision aligns with Trump's long-standing goal to reduce federal overreach in education. Sources familiar with the matter revealed that White House officials have already drafted an executive order directing Education Secretary Linda McMahon to begin the process of shutting down the department. This sweeping move comes after years of Trump's vocal criticism of the Education Department, which he has often linked to the federal government's expansion and its influence over local schools. The executive order also emphasizes Trump's belief that the federal bureaucracy has failed American students, teachers, and families, as outlined in the draft order that states, "The experiment of controlling American education through federal programs and dollars has failed." While the order itself is expected soon, its full implementation will require congressional action, a step McMahon confirmed during her recent confirmation hearings. Nevertheless, Trump plans to push Congress for legislation to eliminate the department entirely. For now, the executive order tasks McMahon with facilitating the department's closure to the maximum extent appropriate and permitted by law. Trump's administration has long pursued the goal of reducing federal influence in education. On the campaign trail, Trump painted the Department of Education as a symbol of overreach, promising to drain the government education swamp and halt taxpayer dollars from supporting what he termed indoctrination in schools. This move is consistent with the agenda laid out in Project 2025, a far-right blueprint for Trump's second term, which calls for the department's elimination. Critics, including Democratic Representative Madeleine Dean, have strongly opposed the move, accusing Trump of undermining public education. She argued that this would lead to a less educated electorate, one that aligns with Trump's far-right agenda. "What you do want is an educated electorate," Dean said, condemning the administration's actions. Despite the controversy, McMahon, shortly after her confirmation, sent a message to her staff titled "Our Department's Final Mission," inviting them to join her in this historic final mission. In her message, McMahon outlined the task of eliminating the Department of Education's bureaucratic inefficiency, noting that although the department has received over $1 trillion in federal funding, student outcomes have not improved. She also highlighted the challenges faced by teachers, many of whom have left the profession due to red tape and bureaucratic obstacles. If Trump succeeds in shutting down the department, it's possible that some programs and funding could be shifted to other agencies, as many of these federal initiatives existed before the Education Department was created in 1979. For example, federal funding programs for K-12 schools which support low-income students and children with disabilities predate the department's formation. As the battle over education continues, one thing is clear: Trump's push to dismantle the Education Department will be one of the defining issues of his second term. The outcome of this effort could have lasting implications for the future of American education. Stay tuned for more updates on this critical issue, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest news on this developing story.